Certainly a good exhibition game for us. We were able to get a lot of guys some much needed, live action. And with any exhibition, there's a lot of things that you do that you're pleased with, and there's a lot of things that you do that you're not pleased with. But certainly, Valdosta, a very good three-point shooting team, and to give them credit for making a bunch of threes. We had a lot of guys make some plays on the offensive end, and that was good to see. And hopefully we can learn from this and build on it and get better.
Rayshawn looked great tonight. He didn't seem to be rushing himself. Just what did you think of the way he carried himself out there?
I thought Rayshawn certainly used the experience of the game at Michigan State to get better. I thought he really played with a better focus tonight, and I think he just really played. With I won't say greater effort, but more intended efforts and more focused efforts, and certainly he's got a knack to make plays, and he was very efficient.
Not just Rayshawn, obviously, he's the highlight, but the freshman class as a whole all got an opportunity to get some minutes in tonight, and Hightower was very effective as well. What are your first impressions of all of them collectively as a group rather than just as individuals?
Well, I think all of them have I think a unique ability to help our team. They're all a little bit different in some way than the other guys that we have. They have a lot to learn about playing at this level, but the group as a whole certainly I think has the potential to be very, very good.
Coach, with Derek Obede and the hook shot that he uses down low, I felt like he was able to show that more consistently tonight. If he's able to get that down, how does that help Yante? How does that complement the front?
Well, that's a good question, Brendan. I think that Derek's ability to score in the low block has improved. He now I think we can throw it to him as we did tonight, and he just goes to work like Yante maybe did a year ago. And I think that will make our team harder to guard because Yante's obviously a better player than he was last year and is shooting the ball great. And so they have to spread out and guard us, and leaves Derek one-on-one. So if he can continue to play like he did tonight, that's certainly going to help our team.
Coach, obviously the big question going into this season at the point guard position was once JJ is gone, who's going to step up. And from game 1 to game 2, Turtle really kind of settled in tonight and played a little more efficient basketball. What did you see from him?
Yeah, we've had some, we're a little bit disjointed on the perimeter. We obviously Juwan coming off injury, so we've been very cautious with Juwan just to make sure we start the year healthy. Pop Giada had a terrible ankle sprain, so he missed the entire fall. So we've taken Etorian Wilridge from the 4 to play him at the 2 some because we want to get those other guys reps at the point. And so we're still a little bit disjointed on the perimeter. We need to add some perimeter players, but these guys have to obviously get comfortable in new roles trying to replace JJ. But right now we've kind of had to shift guys around and until everybody's totally healthy. We'll probably continue to do so. But the point guards, I think they all had a couple really good stretches. I thought their ability to run the team and be floor generals, I think we got some work to do there. I probably wasn't as pleased with that.
Coach, is everything progressing okay with Jordan Harris still? And also Mike Edwards, is he dealing with something that kept him from playing tonight?
Yeah, they're both dealing with something that kept them from playing. They're not doing what I asked them to do, so I didn't play them. They just young, and they both have bright futures, and I'm sure they'll be back soon.
It's a coach's decision, not injury related.
Yeah, coach, 100. Well, no, not really coach's decision. It's player's decision. I just enforced it.
What are so going with toe at the 2? I guess as you said, it's kind of related to moving pieces and apart. But how likely is it that you could really go tall and keep going this tall into the season?
I think this team has great versatility, Seth. I think that we could probably play. The one thing about it is we could play like we started tonight and still cover, because groups that are that they're playing 3 guards because Torian is long and mobile, and Rayshawn is long and mobile, and Yante is very long and mobile, and so we can switch a lot of stuff if we have to. I think there'll be times when we do that quite a bit. We've kind of had to do it out of necessity because we're trying to get reps at the point for everybody that needs to learn what they're doing there.
What was it like to get tonight up? I know obviously it's the first game inside the new renovations and everything completed. What was it like, I guess, to just get out front of the home crowd and see what it was like for them as well, too?
Well, we don't feel like our staff has had this conversation several times. We don't feel comfortable in the new building yet. You know, we need to spend a lot of time in here to get more comfortable. The sight lines are a little different. The color schemes are different. Obviously tonight with fans there, I thought it helped us because it gave us, you know, some energy. And I think our players are tired of playing against each other and practicing against each other. And so it was good to have, you know, I think fans there and a different opponent.
Coach, another question on the front court. I mean, Yante Maintenance kind of showed to carry the load both against Michigan State and tonight as well. I mean, what do you feel like his mindset is coming into his senior season?
I think Yante is still, you know, Jonas Hayes says this all the time. He's amazed how coachable Yante remains. And he's still trying to become a more complete player, to become a better leader, to become, you know, all the things that are out there in front of him. And so I think his approach every day really starts with the mindset you're asking about. I think he's just very driven to have a great year and to you know, he had great examples as a freshman with Marcus Thornton and Nemi Juricic, and he talks a lot with our team about it, that listen, I had great people to learn from, and I want you young guys to learn from us. And so I think, you know, he credits the guys that he learned from as leaders, and I think he takes that role very seriously.
You mentioned that y'all were disjointed on the perimeter, but if Rayshawn continues to look like he did tonight, how much will that help you settle in on the wing and at the point guard position?
Well, Rayshawn could be a great stretch four.
Right.
You know, we got a lot of possibilities right now. You know, we'll just see how quickly we can you know, get good at the things we have to get good at. You know, what lineups can we play that will allow us to get stops? You know, I'm not going to go home tonight and be real happy that we gave up, you know, how many threes they make? 14 threes. You know, so we have to find lineups that can get proficient in the things that we need to get proficient in before we start really tinkering with it too much. Down the road, you know, maybe we could even go super small with, you know, with Rayshawn and toe at the 4-5 and press some people. And so, you know, I think the options are there, but we're a long way away from probably utilizing some of that.
One more question.
Tyree Crump got kind of hot towards the end of the ballgame. How big of a weapon could he be for y'all if he could stay consistent, especially on the perimeter?
Well, he's a great shooter. He's got an active score. He's playing two positions, and that's a lot, you know, as a sophomore to try to manage both those. But he's doing okay. I think his shooting is a real asset to our team, you know, I think the further we get into the year, the more comfortable he'll get playing a couple different places, and the more comfortable he gets, I think the more consistent he'll shoot the ball.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Okay,
Coach.
thank you.